Well, I got 6 keys, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with the things that haven't been started the longest first. So this is going to be a little tricky. The first one won't be, because it's right here, the 1990 Toro Wheelhorse 416H. It hasn't been started in the longest since I parked it here. It's probably been a month or a little over a month since this thing has been started. Just check the oil and crap, make sure everything's still here. I bet the battery's fine. This thing will... Oh yeah, it's still full. This thing doesn't really use any. Alright. Let's latch the hood. Oh, okay. And I haven't used my GoPro in a while, so I figured I'd go ahead and use it. I haven't been mowing the trails because it's been so dry. And I just haven't been in the mood every time I got home, so. Alright, see how this thing starts. Should start just fine. 828 hours. Hour meter's not working at the moment. I think there's some wiring issue somewhere. Looks pretty good to me. Got 12 volts. Huh, that was weird. The Landmaster's done that before too. Like if it don't fire and you let off the key, it just out of nowhere fires. I don't know why. Some things do that. Hey, fired right up. Nice. Moving backward a little bit. Don't want to go backward. There we go. We'll let that run a minute. Choke's all the way off too, by the way. That's perfect for sitting for a while. I'm not going to let it run because I don't want to waste gas. So just stand here. I can't pause the GoPro because GoPros don't pause, but running good. Alright. It's not like it's cold outside, so the battery won't go dead, but alright, the 2004 International DT with the DT466, and I forgot the keys. I'm gonna have to go get them. Can't believe I forgot them. Yeah, I went back inside for something, and then I was gonna grab the keys and I forgot them. Okay. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I had to go back inside to get them. There they are. Sun hasn't ran in like a week, almost 2. But it's been on the tender and I just took it off before I started the video. Should start up just fine, I know it will. No problem. I'm not gonna let this one run as long as I used to. No problem. Push button here too, but key's been working just fine. Leave that on automatic. 254,000 miles and 14,000 idling hours. This one I'll let run. So I can go ahead and move on, which is all the way back there. 1980 Case 480D. There's a key in it, but it's half of the key's broken in the ignition, so the top part of the half is staying in there. But so I'll just show you guys what I mean. Thing's been parked over there without being on the tender for hasn't been a week yet. Dad cut that tree down because that one was dead. But yeah, let's go to this one. I can still hear it beeping. Here's this. There shouldn't be a wasp in here. Show you guys what I mean. Oh, see? The other half's broken in the ignition. Yep. Neutral. Yeah, it's still slow. Slower than it was before, but to get the voltage up. 2,303 hours. We'll let this one run too. Landmaster's next. And that one I will probably drive over here. I took that one off the tender before I started the video as well. Things running good. And I turned the fuel on before I started the video too, so it didn't crank as long. So let's get the orange cord out of the way, because I was just gonna start it, but I would just drive it a little bit. I'll just put this over here. Let's start it up. See hours on this meter. 77.4. Which the tenths doesn't matter. Choke it. Power on. Come on. Don't want to crank it for too long. This thing just gets harder and harder to start when it sits. There we go. Don't like to start well anymore. Alright. Let's go. Shifters. There we go. Shifter likes to get stuck. I don't know why. It makes me mad ever since it's gotten stuck in the wintertime. Been acting up ever since. I don't know why. I'll probably shut the back off pretty quickly because it's only got like 5 gallons of diesel in it. So I was doing that. I didn't mean to do that. I thought it was gonna stay steady. Just like bouncing, and it made my foot do that. It's been raining these past couple of days, so it's finally a little wet. No dust. Oh, it's amazing. It's gonna die. Maybe not. Let's go back to this. Still smokes, you know, it's an old diesel, so what the heck do you expect? With an old diesel, the 1980s, you know, with black oil, hasn't been changed in 4 years, or longer than that now. It's been like, about 6 or so years now, 7. Smokes, but it's an old diesel with power steering leaks and non-working turn signals or flashers, which is seized now. Horn works sometimes, but turn it off. And let's go turn off the DT466. So we got 2 vehicles left. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we can turn that International off. It's running great. I always like to start it once in a while. It's got a squeaky belt because, you know, it got... Let's show the engine on this beast real quick. Probably the only one to show the engine on, you know. You know what? Hold that thought. This is a hell of a beast engine. Oh, this thing has a really, really mean sound to it. I love this thing. We got to get her fixed and sold. Well maintained. You know, it was a school bus, so it better be. That turd is not fixed yet. Look at it. Or listen at it. Perfect. Not even due for an oil change yet. It's due at 255,000 miles is when the oil change is due. And it's not even there yet. It's at 254,610. Well. Heck of an engine. No glow plugs at all, but it does great in the winter time. Had it cold started at 20 degrees and no problem starting up. Even sitting outside. Starts better than the dump truck at 20 degrees. Yep. She's happy. We'll give this thing a little acceleration. Yep, 14,938 hours. Yeah, the downpipe is still rusted. We still need to get that fixed, but she's good to go. She still runs perfect. Let's go put it back on the tender so I don't forget. Because since these batteries, I'm pretty sure they're definitely not 2021. They're like 2011. Because since the batteries went dead that one time in Startfest, been keeping it on the tender because they're 2011 batteries, and you can tell because anymore the batteries don't say like E1 or anything. They're just labeled the month and then the year. So that's how I can tell they're 2011 batteries, because the looks. And so yep, that's yeah, I see they're, yeah, M1 is what, yeah, so they're pretty old. Yep, tender's still working good. Those 3 amp Walmart tenders are amazing. Alright, 2 more. Like I said, I'm going for ones I haven't ran in the longest. Next up is this thing. Hasn't ran for about 3 or so days, maybe 4. So I'll just start it up. Okay, 2004 Lincoln Navigator 5.4 32 valve. 192,999 miles, close to 193,000. This thing that always fires right up, never fails. 107 miles still empty. Alright, pop the hood on this one too. Should have showed the engine and the case on the Landmaster, but the case is a pain. Landmaster, it really won't idle, but you guys probably like vehicle engines more. Okay. Still running good. Coolant is still really good. It's above the seam. The engine runs perfect. Hasn't really been leaking much coolant. Rev it a little bit. That's all I'm revving it because the motor's not warmed up. Pressure washed it a little bit, but I didn't want to go too far on it because I didn't want to get all the electrical ruined. So I just gave it a little, kind of mist, mostly just put a mist on it. But running beautiful. Back wiper, it's not working right no more, so I'm not going to mess with that. But this thing's running good. Alright. Sorry if my finger is blocking. No need to run this one long. And of course this one, which was started today because I drove it home, you know. 04 F250 6.0. Seems like the turbo, something's going on with the turbo on this, but maybe it's just me. Because I was accelerating and it smoked like white, I think. So, but it was running rough on the way here, but it always does that once in a while. Check the, put 60 bucks of fuel in it. 321,938. That's smooth now. See, it's still kind of warmed up. Got the horn on the navigator. I'll probably do that after I shut this off. But she's still a runner, man. I'm gonna be driving it here in like a couple hours because it's Friday and I go to my buddy Finn's like almost every Friday. There she is. Running good still. I love your 6.0. Let's honk this horn real quick, but you guys know what it sounds like. Here's this one. Landmaster, of course, don't have them, but I want to put air horns on that thing. God, that thing's, it's gonna be sweet. Getting in here, still don't look too bad. I'm not gonna rev this old diesel too hard, but fires right up. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed those 6 startups, and take it easy. See you in the next one.